Hey guys, what's happening? Larry Olabamiroll here, and this video is going to be about John Wick 5, the potential for it. So it's no secret that John Wick 5 is being spoken about by the studio that made it. Especially with the success of the last one, which is a fantastic film. But the director, Chad, what's his name? I forgot his name. But he said that he's had conversations with Keanu Reeves, and he said if you was to speak to Keanu Reeves right now, Keanu will be like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." But then he'll be like, "What's the story about, and what's the intricacies of the film?" So I haven't got the article to hand, but it was an article in which the director Chad was being asked about whether there will be a John Wick 5, and we know for all intents and purposes there will be. The film, the franchise has just done great. And as you can tell by I'm summarizing what he said in the article, but basically Keanu Reeves would be on board as long as the story is right. He also goes on to say that they had so many set pieces and stuff that they wanted to do in the other films and never got to do it. So they've just got to put everything together and come up with a good story. And also, I know a lot of people are talking about, spoiler alert, but John Wick dies at the end of John Wick 4. But does he though? Because it's also the director's already come out and said that they actually shot a scene which shows that John Wick is still alive, but I think it didn't test well with audiences, so they left that bit out. But there was lots of hints that the grave, it wasn't freshly dug grass that was there. They were always talking about especially going up the stairs, hinting at stuff like that. The price on his head just kept going up and up and up, so that was the only way out. The dog looking sideways, as well, during the funeral. There was lots of hints even before hearing that from the director that he shot a scene showing that he didn't die. There's gonna be a fifth one. I think as long as the story is there. I mean, Keanu Reeves is not gonna do any old rubbish. That's because he's not in it for the money. He likes to tell good stories, and he really enjoys this franchise. You can tell, and so obviously he wants the story to be a-okay before he signs on to it. But yeah, I'm sure it will be, because I think everyone's really proud of this franchise. And look, the studio wants to do it, and I can't blame the studio because the budget for these films have always been very reasonable, but the profits has always gone up. Like I've got the how much the box office, the world box office totals of the John Wick films, and the first one made 86 million worldwide. I don't know what the budgets are, but they all made a profit, so the budgets were very reasonable. So the first John Wick made 86 million total worldwide box office. The second one then made pretty much double that, 171 million in a worldwide box office. The third one made 327 million, almost double the previous one. And then the fourth one made 428 million, 100 million more than the last one. So it's the trajectory that a studio wants to see with every film in a franchise. They want to see the box office total going up and up and up and up, which it's doing with this film, while the budget for the film is remaining reasonable. So the studio is making a maximum amount of profit, So it's safe to say that the studio sees that they can make a good profit out of this film, even the fifth one. And I think the audience are hungry for a fifth one. I think just judging from that box office total for each one of those films, I think the audience are very hungry for it. I definitely want to see a fifth one. At first, I thought maybe not, because you don't want to overdo it. But the way it ended and what they did with that fourth one was just so fantastic that I wouldn't mind seeing a fifth one to see if they could top that, And I think a lot of people are of that same mindset. So, yeah, there you go. That's Keanu Reeves and the director saying that they'll be up for doing a fifth one, and the studio's already said that they would like to do a fifth one. So I just think it's a matter of time before we hear that that's been greenlit. And yeah, and then we'll just wait for the juiciness. But guys, what do you think? Do you think that there should be a John Wick 5? Will you be interested in a John Wick 5? Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think, please, yeah?